What's going on, my fellow Digidogs? It's a good mate Tro here. Today I want to show you the new Pulsemon deck for BT17. Now this isn't the Fenrilugamon build, this is just pure, unadulterated Pulsemon. So for all you Pulsemon lovers out there, this deck is playable. I mean, it's not that great, it's not top of the tier list or anything, but still does really well. Don't forget to like and subscribe is what I would usually say, but I just want to say thanks heaps to all my current subscribers for continuing to watch my stuff and like it and comment. You guys are great. To everyone else who hasn't subscribed, please do if you can, and also comment on the deck list and let me know what you would make improvements on. Alright, let's get stuck into it. Engage!
Like a Digimon, Digivolving up into a champion, searching out my megas, cause I'm breaking hard, gaining memory, check security, my strategies will make sure you will master up your Digi-Destiny.
Alright, first up on our deck list, our Digitama. We're going to be running 3 copies of Bibimon from BT17. In the Inheritables, your turn once per turn. When an effect places a Tamer card in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, you gain a memory. So it's fantastic to have your memory Tamer Leon out and then stick it under there. And yeah, bang, you've got an extra memory. Or the other Tamer at the start of turn, if you've got Digimon out, gain a memory, then you stick it under there, you're up to 5 memories. So that could be fantastic. Alright, and then we're just going to run 2 copies of Bibimon from BT6. When attacking once per turn, if you have 3 security cards, gain a memory. Just running him at 2 because might not always have a Tamer out to place him under this Bibimon. Alright, that's it for the Digitama. Onto our rookies. We're going to be running 4 copies of Pulsemon from BT6. On play, you may trash cards from the top of your deck security stack until there are 3 left. Gain a memory for each security card trashed. That's so good to get us to 3 security cards, which is exactly the amount we need to get stuff popping off in this deck. And then your turn, while you have 3 security cards exactly, this Digimon gains jamming. So that is awesome. Then we're going to be running 3 copies of the Pulsemon Super Rare from BT17. Start your main phase by placing a Leon Alexander from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. If you have 3 or more security cards, gain 1 memory. If you have 2 or fewer, recovery 1 deck. So that's just fantastic to make sure you're cycling cards, playing out your Tamers for free, and yeah, getting exactly 3 security cards as well. And then we've got 3 copies of Pulsemon from BT16. He's our searcher. On play, reveals top 4 cards of our deck. Add 1 card with Pulsemon as text, and then 1 card with Aberdeen Electronics among them to the hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So the Tamer has Aberdeen Electronics, and I believe the new Boutmons and Bulkmons have them as well. So yeah, it's a great searcher. Then we've just got 2 copies of the PAL promo there, which is 0 for Bibimon, also treated as Pulsemon, and busted effect when attacking once per turn by placing a level 4 card with Pulsemon as text from your hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. Activate its when Digivolving effect of the place card as an effect of this Digimon. So yeah, you place a level 4 under there, get its when Digivolving effect when you attack. It's fantastic. And then while you have a Tamer, this Digimon gets 3000 DP. So yeah, this is just I only run him at 2 because I've only used him a couple of times, to get that awesome effect off. Most of the time just Digivolving up. Alright, onto our champions. Our level 4s. We're going to be running 4 copies of Bulkmon from BT17. When Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 for the turn. And then if you have 3 or fewer, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So yeah, versatility, and again, that's why we want to have our 3 security cards, so we get off both effects of our Digimon. All turns once per turn when a security stack is trashed from. If Leon Alexander is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, recovery 1 deck. So yeah, if you got him under there, you got the barrier, you swing, prevent his deletion by trashing a security card, you can recover it straight away. So that is super busted. Then we've got 4 copies of the promo Exomon. When Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. If you have 3 or fewer, one of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend till the end of the turn. Super versatile and an amazing inheritable. All turns, once per turn, when this Digimon suspends, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with as much DP or as it. So yeah, you can get some amazing suspension power on their turn. If they go to swing, you can suspend another Digimon. If you attack with this guy, you can suspend another Digimon when it attacks. And then we've got 2 copies of Runamon. From BT16. On play when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, spend one of your opponent's Digimon. And if you have 3 or fewer, gain a memory. Pretty self-explanatory there. And again, yeah, we want to have exactly 3. Just so much better to get out both effects. And then we've got 2 copies of Namekemon from BT16 as well, which is on play when Digivolving, if you have 3 or more security cards, until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon can't have its DP reduced by your opponent's effects, and isn't affected by Digivolve effects. That's super powerful. And then if you have 3 or fewer, one of your Digimon gains blocker and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. That goes in fantastic with our barrier and blocker effects. Alright, onto our level 5s. Alright, we are going to be running 4 copies of Pulsemon, brand new guy from BT17. All turns once per turn. When this Digimon would leave the battle area by an opponent's effect, by trashing the top card of your security stack, prevent it from leaving. So basically, that's just sort of an extra barrier effect. Barrier is only protection from battle, but yeah, if they're trying to clear your board for any other way, yeah, you can trash a security stack, trash from your security stack to prevent it leaving. Then all turns once per turn, when effect trashes from your security stack, this Digimon, and this Digimon has Leon Alexander and its Digivolution cards, you can Digivolve into a Digimon Pulsemon as text from your hand without paying the cost. Kind of like a blast ace type mechanic, which is pretty cool. And then we got 2 copies of Tempomon, BT16. On play when Digivolving, you have 3 or more security cards. One opponent gets minus 4,000. If you have 3 or fewer, one of their Digimon gains security minus 2, which is really handy, good for board control. And then we've got 2 copies of Shootemon from BT16 as well. He is on play when Digivolving as well. If you have 3 or more security cards, Digivolve 1. If you have 3 or fewer, delete one of their Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less. Super powerful. And yeah, Digivolving, especially in the meta with aces, you can get your memory back so easily, as well as deleting a play cost of 6 or less. A lot of those 5 and level 4 aces are like play cost of 4 or 5. So yeah, it's fantastic. Alright, onto our Megas. Oh, actually, before we get onto that, all of these guys have the same inheritable, so I'll just go through it once. End of attack, once per turn. If this Digimon has Pulsemon in its text, by trashing the top card of your security stack, unsuspend this Digimon. Yeah, sorry, that's a really important inheritable. Definitely going to be using that a lot. Alright, onto the Megas. We are running 3 copies of Kazuchimon from BT17. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. If Leon Alexander is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, all of your opponent's Digimon gain security -1 until the end of their turn. Awesome board control. Then end of your turn once per turn. If you have 3 or more security cards, when your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000. If you have 3 or fewer, recovery 1 deck. Yeah, that's just fantastic, just to keep yourself at 3 there, especially after using barrier and stuff a lot. And then we've got 3 copies of Achillesmon from BT16. When Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then one of their Digimon can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. And then when this Digimon deletes opponent's Digimon in battle, if you have 3 or more security cards, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. If you have 3 or fewer, gain 2 memory. That can be absolutely busted. And then just got the 1 copy of Shroudmon from BT16. When Digivolving and end of attack, once per turn. If you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000. If you have 3 or fewer, delete one of their unsuspended Digimon. Super powerful. Then all turns, when this Digimon will leave the battle area by opponent's effect, you can trash top card of your security stack to prevent it from leaving, but only if you have 3 or more security cards. So you can only do that, yeah. And then once you've got 2, you can't do that no more. So then on deletion is recovery 1 deck until there are 3 cards in your security stack. So potentially recovery 3. That's quite amazing actually, but I haven't quite used that yet. All right, onto our Tamers. We're going to be running 3 copies of Hacker Judge from BT16. So here's our memory setter. If you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3, and then here's our mind linker with Pulsemon in text to give him blocker and barrier, which is a fantastic effect for this deck. And then we've got 3 copies of Leon Alexander. So starting main phase, if you have Digimon Pulsemon in its text, gain a memory, and then same mind link as well. So yeah, having both these Tamers out is fantastic, especially if you've got a Pulsemon to raise out of the raising area with that BBmon. You're at 3, gain a memory once you've got a Digimon out with Pulsemon in its text, and then gain another memory by mind linking it with that, up to 5 memory. Totally busted. Alright, onto our options. We're going to be running 3 copies of Hacker Pride. Main, top 3 cards of our deck, add 1 card of Pulsemon's text among them to the hand, and turn the rest to the bottom. And then the delay, by placing the top card of one of your level 4 high Digimon, Pulsemon's text, on top of your security stack, gain 2 memory. This is actually quite busted. I love it that it's a searcher and delay, but the delay I've used 2 of this in the same turn to go from a level 6 back down to my level 4 after using the level 5 inheritable. So I could Digivolve up again and use the inheritable again. So I did have a lot of memory to play with though, so that won't always be the case. And then I'm running 2 copies of, oh dear god, I'm not going to try and pronounce that. It's from BT10, and it is a super busted card for Pulsemon anyways. So while you have a Pulsemon and Digimon with Pulsemon and its Digivolution cards in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. It's purely yellow deck most of the time, so I mean, it's not exactly, sorry, it's not a yellow deck completely, but most of the time we'll have yellow out. So main, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down top of their security stack. So again, if we got 3, that's 2 really busted effects there, if you can get them off at the same time. Clear board, clear opponent's board of some nasty stuff. And, you know, putting anything on top of the opponent's security stack is really powerful. Could be something that, yeah, has deletion protection, or, again, aces, which will gain you memory back. So, yeah, it's a fantastic card. Alright, that's it for the deck list. Onto the strategy guide. Okay, Digibronies, the strategy to this deck is quite simple. You'll at least want to have a rookie and a tamer in your opening hand. So we'll start off by hatching. Digivolving into Pulsemon, cast 0 over BBmon, draw for Digivolving, and then we shall play our Pulsemon for a cost of 3, searching the top 4 cards of our deck, adding 1 card with Aberdeen Electronics and 1 card with Pulsemon in its text. We shall grab Achillesmon, Pulsemon in its text, and Beltmon, which has Aberdeen Electronics. Passing turn. Once turn has passed, we draw. We shall raise our Pulsemon out, and then start off main phase by placing a Leon Alexander from our hand as this Digimon's bottom Digivolution card. If we have 3 or more security cards, we can gain a memory. Then, we shall Digivolve our Pulsemon into Bulkmon for a cost of 2, draw for Digivolving. And when Digivolving, if we have 3 or more security cards, one of our opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 for the turn. We shall then play a Pulsemon for a cost of 3, and on play, we can trash our security until there are 3 left, and gain a memory for each trashed. So we should gain 2 memory back, and thanks to Bulkmon, once per turn when a security stack is trashed from, if Leon Alexander is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, we can recovery 1. We shall then Digivolve Bulkmon into Beltmon for a cost of 3, passing turn. If during our opponent's turn, they try to delete Beltmon by an effect or by battle, we can either use Barrier for battle, or, once per turn, when this Digimon will leave the battle area, we can trash the top card of our security stack. And when an effect trashes from our security stack, if this Digimon has Leon Alexander in his Digivolution cards, we can Digivolve into a Digimon with Pulsemon in its text. For free. We shall Digivolve into Achillesmon, and then block their Digimon, which will activate the all turns, which will gain us 2 memory, and also trash the top card of their security. Once turn has passed, we draw for turn. We shall hatch in the raising area. Then we shall Digivolve our Pulsemon into Runamon for a cost of 2, which will gain us 1 memory back because we have 3 or more, and suspend an opponent's Digimon because we have 3 or fewer. We shall then swing with Jamming, and then we can swing with Achillesmon, either at a Digimon, which will trash the top card of their security, or at security itself. And then end of attack once per turn. If this Digimon has Pulsemon in its deck, we can trash the top card of our security stack to unsuspend this Digimon. And then we can swing for game. It's as simple as that, Digibronies. Don't forget to like and subscribe.